We back in it. fatboyradionyc.com. And we have Denzil Porter. What's up, man?
What's good, man?
Yo, man, I've been hearing a lot about you, like, in the last couple of weeks. Like, what's up, man? Like, you gotta talk about your little buzz right now.
Man, the machine is working, man. That's all I gotta say. The machine is working.
Yo, man, so I was gonna book you. Cause you just actually changed your name. Like, how long has it been since the name change?
It's been about a year or so.
Yeah, because you were formerly known as Young Flame. You had a song that was hitting the net. And I was like, yo, this song is mad deep. I mean, not deep. I mean, it's pretty dope. I mean, pause.
It's cool.
It's cool. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable, yo. But yeah, so you had a dope song, and I was gonna book you as Young Flame. Then he disappeared, and Denzil Porter just emerged with this Kanye West song. So do you feel like you had like the 2 Chainz, like the Titty Boy 2 Chainz effect a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Because the talent's always been there, and even when I was Young Flame, and going into Denzil Porter, but going into Denzil Porter, it was like it fits the music more because it's like more mature, and everybody go through their little things when they're growing up in the music industry. So Young Flame was what I was going by before, but made that transition, and the attention just came a little bit more quicker because it was like, it's a catchy name. Denzil Porter is such a catchy name. It's crazy that I didn't know I was just sitting on it, Pause. You gotta say pause. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I felt a little uncomfortable. You just sit on it. I was like, sit on it.
Alright, we ain't gotta dwell in it though.
Male organs? I don't know, man. Okay, man, but good luck to you. You came through though.
No doubt, no doubt.
And you're causing an uproar all over the internet with this song called Kanye West. That it's not even about Kanye West. It's just about asshole things. So do you really consider yourself an asshole?
Oh man, I mean, yeah.
That's no.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, because I saw that conversation that you had with the hobo. Was that based on a true story?
Yeah. A lot of the stories that I write about is based off true experiences to an extent.
Yeah, man. Like I was bumping into a hobo the other day, and I talked to him. I was like, "Yo, man, do you
feel
like you make?" I'll be like, and they make more than you. They might make more than us, B. Like they be panhandling, making money out here, and they be asking for more money, yo.
Yeah. But there's some of them out there that do need the help, though. But
so you're not an asshole to all hobos, as the
No, not to all
portrays.
hobos. Like if you listen to the song, you gotta realize that the hobo stepped out of line first.
You have to put it back in place with the haymaker.
Yeah, the haymaker.
Yo, man, and you're coming out from the Bronx, right? So how's that really influence your music?
Oh, crazy. A lot of my
wild
songs
stuff,
is
like wild hobos like this, stepping out of line. Like the Bronx be mad reckless with hobos, yo.
It's New York City, man. You can't just say Bronx. It's everywhere. But the Bronx is definitely like a huge part of everything I do, cause that's where I'm from. And I write about the culture of everything that we do up there, and how I was raised, and I was raised in the Bronx, so it has a lot to do with Denzil Porter. And
Denzil Porter is your real name?
Yeah.
Like, I have my real name Edward, but Edward Zephyrin, I tried to put that as a rap name, and it just failed, yo.
So you rap?
Nah, B, not anymore, B.
Alright, cool.
It was horrible. It was just horrible, man.
You should see the album cover he tried to do. Get rich with that. Get broke with that trying?
Yo, my album's still coming out, yo. Okay, so for all the masses that were wondering what Kanye West sounded like, that's what it just sounded like. So how do you feel about, like, a lot of people probably tuned into it and probably thought it had something to do with Kanye West, but it had nothing to do with that. Was that like a marketing approach or something?
Oh, no. I just felt like Kanye West represented the song the best. That's how I felt to name it at the time.
So how'd you feel about Kanye West when he really did that Taylor Swift Dirty? Like, how'd you feel about it when that happened?
I mean, there's a right time for everything, but I do know a lot of, I know some people that would have done the same, so, I'm not gonna, he's his own man. That's his own story, so.
Okay, so this new mixtape. Like like you said, it was home cooked. What was it?
Homemade music.
Homemade music.
Yeah.
What was the whole title? Like, what was the inspiration behind that title?
Well, it's how the music was created. I called it homemade music because like every song on the mixtape, except for one, was recorded in my home studio back at home, and it was like really raw music, cooking up something, and it's dope because it's like, there's a track on the mixtape for everybody if you don't like it all. That's if you don't like it all. But you're gonna find something you like. It's that kind of menu.
And what has been the reaction so far?
It's been crazy. It's been great. A lot of good feedback. I don't really pay attention to the bad ones. I don't think I've seen any, but I mean, it's a lot of good feedback from it. It's getting out there. and that's all that matters right now.
Like, but it's like posting on all these blogs, and like a lot of these bloggers, like people without, you can't really see. They always gonna have something to say. They might be like, yo, it's hot, but you know, I don't want to be that way, so I'm gonna be like, yo, fuck this report. Like, I hate that, yo.
What
just
you
for
mean?
no reason.
What you mean?
I'm just talking about negative blog, just regular bloggers.
I mean, the way I see it is like with blogging, because blogs definitely has a huge part of getting out there. But you got to remember that these bloggers are like, they're humans too, so they got to like what they like. You know, they don't really want to play the game. Like, I'm going to just post it because everybody else is posting it. You know, they're going to post it if they like it because, again, blogging originally, you know, it's like a journal. It's like what that person feels at the time, what he likes. You know, so you know, it changed now. Some blog spots, they post what people want to see, but I mean, some bloggers, you know, they like to keep it original.
So which blog did you really get on that really you were like, yo, I'm finally making it?
I'd have to say Real Talk.
Real Talk, not right?
I mean, not right,
like,
definitely.
You're getting a lot of love on Real Talk. I think they made like a whole artist entry for you on that.
Yeah, Real Talk was the first one that was like, okay, alright, maybe, you know, they're noticing me a little bit. So I have to say Real Talk.
In terms of performances, like where have you performed?
I performed in Canada. I performed Delaware. I performed all over New York City.
So where was your favorite?
I'd have to
if you had to narrow it down for one.
If I was to narrow it down, I'd say Canada. Because it was a nice crowd. It was my first time out there. A lot of them were hearing me for the first time. And when you can rock out a crowd that's never heard you before, or you know, some people have heard you, but when you could rock out a crowd like that, it's like you know, it's like it feels good. It's dope.
Coming from New York, do you feel like when you go out of state, you get more love from like other states rather than New York? Honestly.
Like you're basically asking if New York has something to do with how people react to me?
I'm talking about like New York. Like you're a New York artist, when you go to New York and perform in New York or whatever, do you feel like you get more love when you go outside of New York or whatever to perform?
I have got some good reaction out of state, but I definitely rock out in New York. And I know what you mean. I know why you're asking, because like New York is said to have a really hard crowd. That's what you're saying. It's very difficult in New York. I know that. I could see that crowd. I've ran into those crowds. But I mean, like they're just like bloggers. Like I said, you know, they're human. So if it's good, they're gonna feel it. If they're not gonna feel it, then they're just not. And I'd have to say that that's how it is everywhere.
Have you ever had like a just tough crowd, not only in New York City? And like, how did you overcome that?
Well, with a tough crowd, I mean, tough crowd, you just got to keep going. Like, you just got to perform. I never really looked at a crowd and, like, you know, changed up the energy I'm giving in the performance, because I know at the end of the day I have to make this crowd walk out of here and say, all right, it was cool, at least, you know? I don't want them to say it was whack. So if they're not going to move, I have to at least make it undeniably dope, you know? Like.